Boruto episode 22 review. Now, I will say this before I start talking. I know I'm supposed to talk about the episode and then say this, but hands down, in my opinion, this is the best episode of Boruto so far. And yeah, let's go. Alright, so first of all, this is my first review without a face cam. The reason for that is because my microphone is broken. Many of you already know this from my past a couple of videos. I am getting a new microphone on Friday, which is in 2 days. So yeah, I apologize for the quality of this microphone. But without further ado, let's talk about this brilliant episode of Boruto Naruto Next Generations. Okay, let's start. First of all, I don't know, these 20 minutes they were the fastest 20 minutes ever. That's the first thing I wanted to say. So basically, we saw from last episode that Sakura was kidnapped, and straight away this episode starts off with Shin and Sakura talking. She was, as I said in my preview yesterday, they were gonna have, this conversation about death and all that. She was explaining him what a parent's love truly is, but Shin doesn't understand it. Later on, we found out that Shin Uchiha was a test subject of Orochimaru, but I'm gonna talk about Orochimaru and that part of the episode later. As I said, because we have Boruto movie, we know that Sakura is alive. Like I said it in my preview, the whole situation is less interesting because of it. And obviously Sakura is not gonna die, but Sakura, you can really see that she's a medical ninja. She was like, okay, Shin, your child is injured, I gotta help him. But Shin said that they're just clones made from his DNA vessels, whatever. Basically, when he gets injured, when he needs a new organ, he takes the organs from one of those children, from one of those clones, which is kind of devastating, because they're technically humans, and it's really sad, to be honest. But anyway, later on in the episode, we switch to Sarada, Naruto, Sasuke, and everyone. And Sasuke is calm, he's cool as always, and Sarada's like, aren't you worried? Your wife is, captured, and again, another dickhead sentence. I don't want my emotions to get in the way. I just cannot stand stuff that he's saying for the past 2 episodes. It's just unacceptable. But it's I just kind of don't want to, mention it, but I just have to, because you can't say when your wife is captured, you can't say you can get emotions. Never mind. Anyway, they're going to Orochimaru. They figured out that it's probably him who's responsible for the Shin thing, because he had Sharingans implanted into him. And basically, we saw Orochimaru later. Sarada, of course, all the time she was just thinking about meeting Karin and the other members of the Taka, because she wanted to ask them about Sasuke and about his real mom, her real mom, I should say. And obviously, we saw Orochimaru looking very feminine. It was really funny because Chocho, again, making terrible jokes in this episode, just like she does in every episode. But at one point she was like, would he be my father or my mother? Which is, it's really confusing right now, because he looks like something in between. I don't know how to describe him. But anyway, Jugo looks pretty good. No homo, I'm just saying, he looks good. The thing is, Sarada was obviously, listening to their conversation, Orochimaru's and Sasuke's conversation. Orochimaru explained everything. If you didn't understand that, basically Danzo's arm was made from Shin, because he can basically accept any tissue, which is probably why, he has all those Sharingans. Obviously I know everything from Gaiden, I know many things, about Danzo and all that, but could that mean, I'm just asking, could that mean that Shin has some Hashirama cells in him, because he's able to accept anything. Like, because we know that Danzo's right arm was made out of Hashirama cells. I'm just saying, not spoiling anything. Anyway, Orochimaru asked about a certain kid. Like, he asked, how is the kid doing? And obviously, I'm not gonna spoil. I know which kid he's talking about. But yeah, trust me, Boruto isn't the kid he was talking about, because Orochimaru would ask, how are your children doing? He was asking about somebody else. But if you don't know who that child is, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. You're obviously only an anime viewer in that case. But anyway, it was sad when Orochimaru was explaining everything with the genes and all that. And yeah, about the other clones, they were practically made from Shin. It's just really confusing. I'm personally not the biggest fan of, these types of things in Naruto, because originally this show was about ninja and all that, and now we have, synthetic humans. It's just, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I understand the whole situation, and basically these clones, they have to be killed. As Orochimaru said, literally like a shadow clone that does not stop existing. That's the point. And anyway, this is the most important part of the episode. Again, not spoiling anything, even though I've read Naruto Gaiden. But it looks like Karin is Sarada's mother, which is... when Sarada started crying, holy shit, it hit me. But when Naruto started having flashbacks of his childhood, I think I've lost it all. If you watch my reviews regularly, I say from time to time, I'm very emotional. I can cry very easily when I watch Naruto, right? Or Boruto, whatever. But it was something completely different. Because they didn't just throw in one flashback, they threw like 5 or 6 of them. And it was just killing me, literally, in a positive way, obviously. Obviously, I read this in the manga as well, but in the anime you have a soundtrack in the background, which was, by the way, brilliant in this episode. And it's just much, much better in the anime. You can't argue about that, let's be honest. But yeah, Sarada, I completely understand her. Obviously, when she said, like, I don't want to rescue her at start, because she's not my real mom, obviously she was just angry at that moment. Obviously, in the end, she is gonna save Sakura, even if they're not blood, like related by blood. Sakura was there for her throughout her childhood. We saw her when she was young, like when Sarada was small. She was so cute. And when she was like, did you kiss dad? And when Sakura was like there was something even better. And then she was like, that's pervy. Like, how do you know that stuff at like 6 years of age? But okay, I guess that was like a gag moment they wanted to make the anime, but I just wanted to like mention it. And then Sakura did the Itachi thing and all that, and she was like, you'll see what I'm talking about when you meet your father. So does that mean that everything's gonna end happily and that Sasuke's gonna do the same thing to what's her name, Sarada? But if Sasuke, again, I know what's gonna happen, so it's really strange for me to say this, but I'm gonna pretend like I don't know. If Sasuke really fucked Karin instead of Sakura, that, in my eyes, oh my god, I don't want to comment on it. Obviously, because I said that, in my opinion, this is the best episode so far. My favorite episode, I should say. Obviously, the rating is 10. In the past 2 episodes, I've been lowering the ratings just by 0.5, just because of Chocho's stupid moments in the episode, which ruined the whole scenery and all that. Even in this episode, when she was showing chips and all that, it literally ruined the scene. But the episode was so good that I can ignore it. And in my last review, somebody was like, just ignore Chocho and her like jokes, whatever, and just enjoy the episode. And I literally enjoyed this episode. But seriously, they have to fix Chocho's character. This is, of course, only my opinion. If you like Chocho, it's okay. It's your opinion. But I just cannot stand these stupid jokes, which aren't even funny, not even close to being funny. But yeah, as I said, at the end, Sasuke, Sasuke was like, let's go to Sakura and all that. So we'll see what happens in the next episode. I am going to preview the next episode like I always do on next Tuesday. That was your boy, Hokage. If you stayed this far, make sure to give me a like. Comment down below if you want to share some thoughts with me. And if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe with post notifications on. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.